In a great mood. And now I'm very pissed. There is no woods nearby to scream into. There's just a line of fucking apartments. And for some reason, there's construction. I think we're just gonna. There were some grassy fields and where people would do some dog walking. I bet they're gonna cover those grassy fields with more lifeless buildings to fit more people in and more cars. Okay. Alright. I wanted to sing, not read. To be fair, I have been reading and finally getting to the... Okay, you... Less... Tolerate me for just a little bit. Tolerate me just for just a little bit. I mean, you've already... We passed up on the stair. We spoke of wasn't one, although I wasn't there. I said no, which came as some surprise. I spoke under his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. This, I want to sing this track, but I have to finish, blah, 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 blah. I have to do this, right? So we've been holding news a resonance between their Monday. I did start. You can technically be like, oh, well, there was also, we were at like the action point of the story that, okay, there's like, in literature, there's like the way stories, intrigue starts. I forgot well, to be honest, I never learned the terminology about story, dissection, entry point, like the action, whatever, I'll just blame the, poor education. My life would have been so freaking different and so much freaking better if I was just teleported. Or if I was just reborn into... Okay, we get it. The action point isn't, where there's like conflict or like not suspense, like things are going on. Like in a slasher movie where everyone's getting their heads cut off, that would technically... Culminating point? What is it? Whatever. Culmination does not... it's probably a real word, but I haven't checked. Right, I'm still playing with CeeLo. Are you trying to get yourself killed? That is something I've considered. Okay. I'll draw all the slugs over with the sound of my cello, and then burn myself to ashes, along with them. Oh, that sounds like a sound idea. Goalie now. But now that you're here, I probably won't have a chance to do that anymore. Oh no, a conflict of interest. Alright, this is becoming kind of, a cyclical, not cyclical. Cyclical means something else, cynical. Ever since I was little, I knew there was something freaking wrong with me, mate. The infected who spent a lot of time around me. The sickness kept getting worse and worse. My grandpa and I were chased out of our home for it. We started wandering between villages. I always thought it wasn't all infected people, that as long as they didn't spend too much time around me, they'd be fine. But my grandpa's condition finally started to deteriorate, and that shattered my first illusion. After that, Hibiscus told us about the of his recovery. I've already caused such serious damage in a short time since I came to the Afterglow. Is Dulcio Basio bitter? Sorry. If me living brings calamity to others, then I would rather perish. Paris Hilton. Oh, it's not your fault. How's it not my fault? Do you know about the voice of the mundane? Maybe it's like a apartheid thing, Now that you mention it, I think I'm starting to finally remember. Wait, were they like secret childhood best friends or something? About the voice of mundane, those who died in the experiment. The witch's king's remains in you. I remember it all now. That's why none of this is your fault. The witch king and his remains are to blame, as well as Gertrude. But you're innocent. Thanks for reminding me that this isn't something I was born with. It was the foul product of an experiment. Okay, so was there some gaslighting going on? Did someone tell you were born with the disease, or what's going on? I couldn't remember either until I heard the sound of your So I should be thanking you, oh, Abba. But what? The situation has already spiraled out of control. I can't even mitigate the harm I cause anymore. Besides, if Greffen's words, Wörter sind, ernst? There's actually a different word. Wirklichkeit? The truth. Then my days are numbered. I might as well do something here. No. Why would I get myself tricked by Gertrude? The voices of mundane can be swapped out. But mine is already corrupted, even if I were to transfer it to you. Are we all just gonna concentrate the voice of mundane to Ebenholz and he's gonna combust? I mean, we won't know until we try. If you're already prepared to die, then what are you still scared of? I don't want to hurt you. I'm gonna worry about that if something bad actually happens to me. What about your splitting headaches? Kopfschmerzen! Okay, that's like unrelated, I guess, to the story. At least directly, so to speak. Until then, let's make a wager. Fine. Can you normally feel the melody of the voice of the mundane? Whether I'm performing or casting arts, I can always vaguely feel the presence of the voice. I know this shrill melody well by now, even though it's not at all mine. I know. Mine isn't shrill, if anything, it's gentle. Oh, lo-fi sound, brown noise. I should say that it's so harmonious, almost to the point of being an empty void. I fucking hate dust. Let's try our best to match the melodies we've experienced and put them together. Put them together, but we don't have an audience. No, look at the audience all around us. The illusion? Oh no, the originum slug. Originum slugs. Playing to slugs the melodies that the old bastard Misfia left behind is quite fitting, if you ask me. Humane, even. As soon as the sounds of flute and cello intermingle, both men immediately recognize the problem. There's hardly any consonance between their two melodies. Okay, I'm not a musical expert in terms of instrumentals whatsoever, so consonance, I don't know what that is. The flute's voice is urgent, manic, and harsh. It speeds up and slows down, as if what the hell did I just hear downstairs? What the fuck? Someone slam a door? That was scary. Oh, alright, whatever. I hope not. I don't know what that was. Windy? There's a fucking call going on. Are you fucking kidding me, man? I cannot get any peace of mind. I'm just gonna sit in the corner of my room. And, yeah, I can hear that bullshit. God, I want it. The flute's voice is urgent, manic, and harsh. It speeds up and slows down. As if, you know what, I get really annoyed when I hear stuff or people talking in public. I mean, now, obviously, that's kind of stupid to say that, but, like, I don't want to understand what they're saying, so I have to, like, well, this is why you have headphones, children. You bring headphones so you can blast some really loud music into your ears, so you don't have to hear the public. I'm just gonna have to override everything that's going on in the background. The cello's voice is languid, melancholic, and hollow. Its rhythm remains constant, akin to... But then I don't understand what I'm fucking reading. Akin to a land ground down to nothingness by the catastrophe. But then the two brace themselves and persevere. The myth of Sisyphus. Perseverance, continuing their duet. that is not a duet. The slugs surge forward like the tide. Underneath a noxious sky, the two men whose lives have been twisted by their voices of mundane continue with their discordant duet. Discord means conflict, actually. Wait, is that did Discord the application get invented before My Little Pony? No. That's not. No, it's the reverse. That's kind of silly as fuck. Back in my day, we used to play Minecraft on bloody Skype, mate. Okay, sorry. I'm playing before an audience of jump slugs. Okay. The more Ebenholtz follows the strain of thought, the more he feels himself approaching the coda of the voice of the mundane's melody. He puts more force behind his breaths, while the sounds of cried cello grow heavier and hollower. Are we gonna have some pretty illustrations for this? Ebenholtz, lowers his head to look towards crides. Zwischen between them has already begun already. Schon, I'm pretty sure. Schon means, noch means still. Ne means only. Okay, his hand continues bowing, but the cello's sound becomes dimmer and dimmer, getting closer and closer to nothingness. Suddenly, in this moment, Ebenholtz seems to realize something. So, he uses his remaining strength to blow one sforzando. I don't know what that is. Cried also seems to be struggling, laboriously sewing at the thickest string on the instrument. Their music spread like an alarm bell. You know, this is something that it probably is like a generational gap thing, but you know, like chords and stuff. I noticed that if I listen to music from like the fucking 80s or the 70s, I don't fuck with some of the instrumentals. So it's like it's harder for me to listen to an entire album. There's like one-ofs that are unique. I don't know. It's just from what I've heard. You know, it's only from the anecdotes I've picked up on. I haven't listened to I've probably listened to way less than. I mean, I like jazz. Jazz is okay, but jazz is like a more mellow, suave type of music. Whilst I was just thinking about some like David Bowie songs that I didn't like, and I was like, but then there's some David Bowie songs that are nice. So it's like, whatever, pick and choose. It's just how media is, or media. I was about to say medium, but medium is the music. Music is the medium. But okay, the slugs have been frantically rushing towards the pair of musicians on retreat as quickly as they have seen a predator. Okay, seen a ghost? Geist, die Seele, Seele. Are you still with me? Cried, are you still awake? I'm awake. How's that? Can you hear the melody of your voice of Monday? To be honest, it seems even clearer now. Sorry, hacked it without thinking. Set me alight. But on the bright side, we managed to drive away the original slugs. Hold on. Cried, what's wrong? The new suit you bought for me. Oh, good, it hasn't been soiled. Oh, wait, was he holding the suit the whole time? Probably doesn't smell too good, though, right? How does it smell like burnt ashes? That burning things is. I like the smell of burnt things. That, like, it burnt. Well, it depends, actually. When I was thinking about burnt things, it was burnt, not bird. I was thinking more about candles, you know? So that's like, or like when wood gets burnt, that's nice. But when things get, okay, never mind. I can think of disgusting smells. True enough, okay. It's fine. I bet you can't even imagine how much I reek right now. Speaking of which, this wouldn't be the first I've gotten myself into this mess. That time, fire broke out not far from this fire tug. Fire means to celebrate, no? Celebrate holiday, Urlaub, vacation. Im Urlaub. In vacation. Okay, the spy attendants all rushed over to make sure I couldn't go anywhere. They were afraid he'd run away? Dude, hence! Afraid that I'd run away? Afraid that I'd go into hiding? Afraid that I'd die in that sea of fire? Are you worried about you dying? Nearly all the windows. Fernseher. Wait, Fernseher? Isn't Fernseher? There was like a word for TV and a word for window. And they're like eerily similar. Okay, just in case I tried to jump off. I was a prize figurehead. If I went off and died, they wouldn't have been able to enjoy the consequences. In the end, the flames never reached the spire, but I did get marinated in the smell of smoke. Okay. Barbecue, yippee, alright. I wore that smoke-soaked coat for a good half a month and didn't take it off until the weather warmed. Were you freezing alive? That brings back old memories here as well. After my grandpa and I were run out of our old home. Out 2000. That's my old home? 2000? Oh, there's a Zukunft future. In the future, and the belonging. There's some. Okay, never mind. Started to wonder between some of the. Between Zwiskin. Zwiskin. Some? Etwas? Or under it? No, etwas? Etwas, I think some. Etwas could mean something. Of the more affluent villages. No, Dorf. Wait, Dorf, is that das Dorf? The village. Most people were pretty friendly to us. As long as we hid the fact that we were infected. I read in novels that during the harvest season, friendly villagers would prepare bratwurst and beer for the day workers at night, so that they could, ingest stuff, dine and drink to their heart's content. Okay. The friendly villagers threw some spare change at us and shooed us out of the village before nightfall in fear that we'd zoink things. The not-so-friendly villagers prepared some rock-hard Schwarzbrot. Oh yeah, that's like grain brotchen. And pointed weapons at us. Intended to make us follow my... Wait, they were using baguettes as a weapon? Huh? One time, I was helping a villager out with some farm work. It was really hot that day, and I was dripping with sweat, so I wanted to loosen my clothes while nobody was around. Right before I was about to take off my shirt, I heard a commotion not far away. Oh, shoot. Grandpa rushed over and told me to run, saying that one of the workers rolled up his sleeve singing nobody was watching, accidentally revealing the original crystal noise. Oh, so Grandpa got caught being diseased. Or being infected. Alright. The villagers immediately threw him into an abandoned cellar and locked him up and then set out to check everyone else one by one. If not for Grandpa, I might have also died in that cellar. They actually killed the infected. They didn't need to, nor did they dare. All they had to do was wait for them to starve, crystallize, and explode. Well, I mean, the thing is, the whole, like, crystal... Yes, I want to fucking... Man, I hope I can one day have a peace of mind. I hope one day I can wake up and there's going to be nobody besides me in the one place and I can just have my own privacy. Holy fuck. Or, you know, you could... Oh, God. Hasn't there been a long-standing law to treat the infected with dignity? I never knew about a decree like that until I first set foot in a nomadic city. That's some weird... I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. You have nothing to apologize for. You were also deceived by the griffin. No, what I mean is, if I had been a bit braver back then, if I had spoken up back then, maybe you wouldn't have had to. Wait, so... Is the grandpa dead? Also, I feel like that's... You can lock people up, and there was one episode of South Park where people got, like, I don't know if it was necessarily, was it Officer Brady? Two people got locked up in Officer Brady's basement, and they just died, and there was, like, we forgot about them there for a couple days or something. Why people don't die in, wait, I guess if you give no one, you just lock people up and, like, I don't know, people die without water. So, oh, huh. They got falsely framed for cheating in a game show. And then they died. Really? You don't have anything to apologize for. Just as you said, the voice of mundane was made by man. The blame falls on those who sought to use the voice of mundane. Not on you. I protected you in the manner I could. Just like you're trying to protect me now. From slugs? Question mark. You're right. Thank you, cried. Verite! Truth! Come, let's find Hibiscus and Hearts Arnie. They'll know what to do, I'm sure of it. And then we'll have that voice of mundane removed from you. You can thank me properly after that. Let's go. Los geht's. What, cried? Uh-oh. Was rufen? What calls? I don't know. Actually, was rufst? What calls? Do you? No, I don't know. No. No. Kai's condition is more or less stable. The reason he passed out most likely has to do with the poison. I was about to say Geschenk, but that just means gift. Gift is, okay, that's backwards. Gift. We've rescued a number of poisoning patients whose signs and symptoms largely match with Cry's. But on the subject of Clyde's future, the Countess probably... Sorry, I was thinking about lava and how similar hibiscus and lava look like. They're not the same person. They just have very similar colors. The Countess probably didn't lie. Overall, his condition is on the edge of critical, moist critical. So you'll help us, won't you? Kannst du helfen? Can you help? I want to trust the two of you, I really do. But I need proof. Even if it's circumstantial evidence, I need some objective facts to show that the voice mundane isn't baseless speculation, but a part of an imminent plot. Is this the grandpa, sir? Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. Who the hell is this? My speculation. Can you be 100% sure that what you say is true? What you said to Gride, do you know that he almost died along with those original slugs because of your words? Died in Volta. Ebenholtz, is that true? Had Ebenholtz not found him first, he would have never seen him again. I'm telling you, the voice of mundane is real. That I swear on my life. What do you mean? I don't have time to explain it to you right now. I have work to do. Ich habe viel Arbeit. But I need to. You're among the most stubborn folk I've ever met. Go to the lounge of the concert hall, and you'll understand everything. Right, the concert hall. Gertrude said she did something to the afterglow. How to make it match with the arts during the duet. What the fuck did they do to the... I hate my life. God damn it. Sorry if you hear the background noise. That's why I don't stream. Because it would just be shitty background noise. I can't even get this in a quiet time. Oh god. I'm gonna throw myself in a pit outside. Ebenholtz and Hibiscus trade glances. You're both suspicious, but they're also running out of time. Like you mused? Oh, but time is running out. Okay. Verklärte Nacht. Verboten Nacht. Forbidden night. Verklärte. I don't know what. Clad? Is that clear? Is that true? I don't know. Is that understandable? Alright. I don't know what to say. Other than, oh yeah, there's the New skins. Chapter 16. IS-6 is fun. I don't really like IS-5. It's probably my least favorite. Which is kind of weird, because it's like a lot of encounter meta, but... I think the stage is just... I don't know. Maybe IS-6 is that gambling itch, I guess. If you really want that. Although... That's just a roguelike. That's what roguelikes give you in general. You know, things are different. Actually, some roguelikes are less RNG than others. I don't know. I don't even want to talk because I hear other things. And what do I want to do? No, I don't know. I wish to have a real life fucking friend. That'd be awesome. Yeah. But, fucking hell, I want to punch a wall. Bye-bye for now. Toodaloo.